In order to have a more fulfilling and happy and satisfying life, it's good that you should always watch and enjoy heavenly album covers. Here's an album cover by Ralph Carmichael and the Young People. Ralph Carmichael was the son of a minister. He was born in 1927. He passed away only about 2 or 3 years ago. And he became a minister himself. And after that, he studied all sorts of music. He became proficient at arranging and organizing music for big groups of musicians. And he became very well known and very successful in all fields of music. He scored and he arranged many Christian music projects like this. This album is called For Pete's Sake. Let me get my little pointer here. And here's Ralph Carmichael. This is basically a soundtrack for a film that was produced by the Billy Graham organization. Billy Graham was possibly the world's most famous preacher of the 20th century. And so Ralph and his music friends put this album together for Billy Graham's movie of the same name, I believe. And later on, Ralph Carmichael did music for I Love Lucy, for the series, the cowboy western series Bonanza, and he even did the music for the strange sitcom My Mother the Car with Jerry Van Dyke. And he was also good friends and a business partner, kind of a long-term music business partner with Nat King Cole. And he also did some arranging for Elvis Presley. So Ralph Carmichael really got around. A few episodes ago, we covered an album by Ralph's wife, Evangeline. So if you want to go back and look at that, there might be some more background that we missed here. But this is a very well-known album and album cover. I see this album all the time, and I think this is one of the very first albums I ever picked up, decades ago or hundreds of years ago. You'll see this album all the time in record bins and in record boxes. And it's a very basic record cover. Here's Ralph Carmichael's almost perfectly posed face. He's wearing a dark jacket, black tie. He's got a great smile on his face. And these are actually lights from a movie set. And they're all circles, and they all contain text and writing. And here's the title of the album, and here's the people who took part in the album. And all in all, it's a really basic and stable cover. It's interesting because Ralph, a few years after this, he took on a more mod and hip look. Here's Ralph Carmichael on the cover of his autobiography, and he looks a lot different later on than he did here. We can zoom in on Ralph. There's Ralph, early Ralph, and later Ralph, and I find that very interesting. He was well respected among all sorts of different musical circles. He just worked his heart out and did a great job. There's not much on the flip side. Some more circles up here that echo the front cover. Ralph did some liner notes here. This is on Sacred Records, which was a record label out of Waco, Texas. So keep an eye out for this album. If you come across it, you could probably pick it up for a few bucks or a few cents. And let's zoom in real quickly on Ralph's face here before we go. Really interesting that he changed his look so much. He almost became kind of a hippie, like a beatnik almost. And there we have Ralph Carmichael and his album For Pete's Sake.